You're at a crowded bar, and she walks in. Heads turn. She's confident, laughing with her friends, completely in control. You've seen her before, maybe even tried to talk to her. But she brushes guys off like they're nothing. Then, your eyes meet. For a split second, something shifts. She glances away, but not before you catch it. That flicker of curiosity. That unspoken question. Who's this guy? Now here's the secret. That moment wasn't luck. It wasn't your outfit, your job, or some cheesy pickup line. It was psychology. There are invisible triggers, hidden weaknesses, that make even the most untouchable woman pause, second guess, and want to know more about you. Most men have no idea these exist. But once you learn them, you won't just get her attention, you'll own it. Let me show you how. But before we dive into it, let me tell you this. You were born to lead, to conquer, to stand unshaken in a world that rewards weakness and punishes strength. But somewhere along the way, they tried to tame you, to make you apologize for your power, to beg for what should have been yours by right. No more. This channel is about reclaiming your throne. Seductive Stoics is about the mindset of kings that shapes destiny. Here, you'll learn the unbreakable discipline of the ancients, the unspoken rules of control. Not by force, but by presence. Not by chasing, but by becoming the man she can't resist obeying. The path is simple. The choice is yours. Now let's get into our today's concern. Let's be honest, women often project an image of total control. They act strong, independent, and like they don't need a man. But here's the reality. Every woman, no matter how confident she seems, has hidden emotional triggers. When you understand these, you can create a level of attraction that goes beyond looks, money, or status. Most men focus on the wrong things, compliments, gifts, or trying to impress her. But real attraction is psychological. It's about tapping into her subconscious desires. Once you learn how, she won't just like you, she'll feel drawn to you in a way she can't ignore. Let's break down the 10 most powerful psychological triggers that make women emotionally attached. Number 1. The power of touch. It's more than physical. Let me break this down for you in a way that changes everything you thought you knew about women and attraction. A woman can argue with your words. She can debate your logic. She can even convince herself out loud that she's not interested in you. But here's what most men fail to understand. Her body doesn't lie. And the right kind of touch, it speaks directly to her nervous system in a language deeper than words. This isn't some pickup artist theory, this is hardwired human biology. When you touch a woman the right way, you trigger an instant chemical reaction in her brain. Studies from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships prove that even brief, intentional physical contact increases oxytocin, the bonding hormone responsible for trust, intimacy, and yes, desire. But here's the critical part. Her mind might be telling her one thing, but her body is reacting on pure instinct. That's why she can say she's not into you, but if you've ever seen a woman suddenly soften under a man's touch, you've witnessed this primal shift in real time. Most men screw this up in one of two ways. 1. They don't touch at all, which makes them seem timid, unconfident, or worse, uninterested. 2. They touch the wrong way, too aggressive, too lingering, too obvious. The key is subtlety, timing, and confidence. You can do this in these 3 ways. 1. The lower back guide. When you're walking together, through a door or through a crowd, place your hand lightly on her lower back to guide her. Not a push, not a grab, just enough to say, I'm leading, but I'm not forcing. This works because it's protective without being possessive, it's a traditionally masculine gesture and it's fleeting, just long enough to register, then you pull away, leaving her wanting more. 2. The wrist touch, the secret power move. When you're making a point in conversation, especially if you're teasing her or challenging her, lightly touch her wrist for just a second. 3. The hairbrush, or the intimacy accelerator. If you're close enough, maybe she's laughing at something you said, reach over and gently brush her hair away from her face. It's an intimate gesture, something only someone close to her would do, and it forces proximity, your hand near her face, your scent in her space. It's also bold but tender, being a combination women can't resist. The golden rule of touch is, confidence is everything. If you hesitate, it's over. Women can sense uncertainty in a man's touch like a sixth sense. If you go to touch her wrist but pull back last second, she feels that nervous energy. If you awkwardly pat her shoulder like a buddy, she files you in the friend zone. But when you touch her with calm, unshakable confidence, like it's the most natural thing in the world, she doesn't just allow it, she responds to it. Now go test this, watch what happens, and then ask yourself, why didn't anyone teach me this sooner? Number 2. The scarcity principle. Why women want what they can't have. You've seen it 1,000 times. The nice guy who texts back instantly, cancels plans just to see her, and treats her like she's the only woman on earth, he gets ignored. Meanwhile, the guy who's a little harder to pin down, who has his own life, who doesn't drop everything for her, she's obsessed with him. Why? Because attraction isn't about fairness, it's about psychology. And one of the most powerful psychological forces in dating is the scarcity principle. Psychologists like Robert Cialdini have proven it. The less available something is, the more people want it. This isn't just about dating, it's human nature. Limited edition sneakers sell out instantly. The job offer you almost lost suddenly becomes more valuable. And yes, the man who isn't always available becomes irresistible. For women, this is especially true. Why? Because deep down, her attraction is tied to competition. If she feels like you're too easy to get, her brain subconsciously thinks, if he's always available, does anyone else even want him? And that's when she starts losing interest. But most men misunderstand this. They think scarcity means being cold, ignoring her, or playing hard to get. Wrong. Real scarcity isn't about pretending to be busy, it's about actually having a life so full that she has to earn your time. Here's how to do it right. 1. Don't always be available. If you're always the one texting first, making plans, or rearranging your schedule for her, you're teaching her that she doesn't have to put in effort. Instead, let her chase you at least 30% of the time. If she texts, don't reply instantly every time. If she wants to hang out, sometimes say, I'd love to, but I've got plans, how about Thursday instead? This isn't about ignoring her, it's about showing that your time is valuable. 2. Let her see other women want you. Give social proof. Women are hyper-aware of competition. If she thinks other women desire you, her attraction will spike. Be willing to walk away, the ultimate test of value. Here's the hard truth. If she knows you'll never leave, she'll never truly respect you. If she's flaky, stop rewarding it. Don't double text. Don't beg for her time. If she disrespects you, call it out calmly and distance yourself. If she's not meeting your standards, be ready to walk. The moment she feels like she could lose you, that's when she'll start fighting to keep you. Be the man who's worth chasing. And watch how quickly her behavior changes. Number 3. Emotional roller coasters. Why drama keeps her hooked. Women may say they want stability, but what truly excites them is uncertainty. That initial thrill comes from not knowing what you'll do next. It's why cliffhangers in shows and emotional shifts in music captivate us. The men women obsess over understand this instinctively. They don't follow a predictable script. This isn't manipulation, it's neuroscience. When a woman doesn't know exactly how you feel, when she can't predict your next move, her brain goes into overdrive. Does he like me? Why did he say that? What's he thinking right now? That mental back and forth? That's what keeps you on her mind 24/7. Why uncertainty triggers addiction. Dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical, spikes when emotions fluctuate. When a woman can't predict your next move, her mind races. Does he like me? What's he thinking? That mental back and forth creates an intoxicating pull. It's not about playing games, it's about avoiding the boredom that comes with predictability. How to master the balance. The key is contrast. Warm engagement mixed with mysterious distance. Make her laugh, then challenge her. Show interest, then pull back slightly. Text her unexpectedly, not on a schedule. Disappear after a great date, then return like nothing happened. This isn't about being unreliable, it's about being compelling. Women don't fall for safety. They fall for the thrill of a man who keeps them emotionally engaged. Number 4. The voice effect. How your tone controls her mind. A woman's attraction isn't just visual, it's auditory. A woman's ears are just as sensitive as her body. A deep, slow, controlled voice doesn't just sound good, it signals confidence and authority. Your voice carries more power than you realize. A deep, measured tone doesn't just convey words, it communicates confidence, authority, and primal appeal. Research from the University of Aberdeen confirms what women instinctively feel. Lower-pitched voices are associated with strength, leadership, and genetic fitness. But true vocal mastery goes beyond pitch alone. It's about rhythm. Think of movie scenes where a man seduces a woman. He doesn't rush. Every word is deliberate. That's the energy you want. The main 3 rules of this are: don't speak too fast, it sounds nervous. Don't speak too slow, it sounds unsure, and use pauses to build anticipation. Number 5. The jealousy trigger. Why competition ignites a woman's desire. Attraction isn't just about how you interact with a woman, it's about how others perceive you. There's a powerful psychological phenomenon where a woman's interest intensifies when she sees you as desirable to other women. This isn't manipulation, it's tapping into an evolutionary instinct that dates back to our primal mating strategies. Women are biologically wired to want men who are already validated by other women, as this signals higher mate value. This mate choice copying phenomenon occurs because women subconsciously interpret other women's interest as proof of your value. It's why celebrities and athletes naturally attract more attention. Their high status is visibly confirmed by the crowd around them. Your social proof doesn't require fame, just visible proof that you're someone worth competing for. Then, how can you naturally demonstrate value? The key is subtlety. Bragging about other women or forcing jealousy backfires. Even if she feels you're actively pursuing others, it will backfire. The magic happens when she simply observes that you're the kind of man other women notice. Not that you're entertaining their attention. This distinction is crucial. One makes you appear high value, the other makes you appear unfaithful. Instead, cultivate an authentic lifestyle where your value is evident. Mention female friends casually in conversation, post social photos with mixed groups, and maintain warm but appropriate interactions with other women in her presence. When she sees you're comfortable around women and they're comfortable around you, it triggers her competitive instincts without you saying a word about your desirability. This creates lasting attraction because when a woman senses competition, several psychological shifts occur. She starts appreciating your qualities more, invests more effort into the relationship, and experiences stronger emotional responses. This isn't about playing games, it's about becoming the kind of man who naturally commands attention. By developing genuine social proof and letting her arrive at conclusions herself, you create an attraction that's deeper and more sustainable than anything you could manufacture through direct pursuit. The ultimate paradox. The less you need her validation, the more she'll work to earn yours. Number 6. The sweet spot of tension. Why rushing kills attraction. Most men ruin attraction by moving too fast, confessing feelings, pushing for commitment, or being too available. But tension is what keeps her hooked. What they don't understand is that attraction thrives on tension, not convenience. It's like when you're watching a movie, the most exciting part isn't when the hero gets the girl, it's all that delicious build-up beforehand. Here's how the masters play it. They'll flirt just enough to get her intrigued, then pull back before she gets too comfortable. They'll tease her playfully about some silly little habit, then change the subject before she can respond. They understand the golden rule, always leave her wanting just a little more. Because when a woman has to work for your attention, even just a tiny bit, she starts investing emotionally in you without even realizing it. The magic happens in those moments when she's wondering about you. When she finds herself checking her phone to see if you've texted back. When she replays your last conversation trying to figure out what you really meant. That's the sweet spot right there, when you've got her thinking about you during her downtime. Not because you're playing games, but because you've got enough going on in your life that you're not constantly available. Remember this. Easy attention has no value. If she doesn't have to earn it, she won't treasure it. The guys who understand this are the ones who drive women crazy, in the best possible way. They're not rude or distant, they're just busy, interesting men who know their worth. And that subtle confidence? That's what makes a woman lean in closer every time you speak. So, the rules are, flirt, but don't confess your feelings too soon. Tease her, then pull back slightly. Let her wonder about you. A woman needs to feel like she's earning your attention. If it's too easy, she loses interest. Master these 6 weaknesses and women won't just like you, they'll fight for you. And if you're ready to own every room you walk into, subscribe this channel now. We will continue the next 4 secrets on our next video because they need depth, and once you understand those, you will be unrecognizable in their eyes. Go on watching to our next video. Until then, let her chase.